Hello and welcome to yet another stream within the Winter Major Rankings 1. We're currently in the Swiss stage and today we're going to be watching Sapporo against Antisystem. Both these teams are currently in the 2-1 bracket and the first map we're going to be witnessing them playing on is Cross. Anyways, my name's Jack. I'm here with commentating Excite and our lovely broadcaster is going to be Super John. How you doing, Kai?
I'm doing very well, thank you. What about you?
I'm doing tremendous, bro. I'm excited to see this game and also stream with you.
Amazing. Let's get right on with it then.
Let's
The
get
players have
right.
already started. Do you
Yes.
want to start with introducing the teams?
Yep, so I'll go ahead with Sapporo. Sapporo's on the red side. We have Antidote, Light, Carnage, Gladiator, and Dissolute.
Exactly. And for anti-system, we've got MIP, Alta, Loading, Merrick, and Convecta, which will be on the blue side.
Exactly. And combinations coming in, I can already see a big change in both these teams. Crusader for each team is using. Oh, actually, whilst we see a pull here, we're actually seeing this Paladin for anti-system pull this flag. He does get taken out. MIP is going to be pulling that flag. He does not have a repair anymore. Dissolute, no repair currently, but is trying to help his team out. And this is a
Convecta
really
was
good
the
hunter already.
overdrive.
Yeah,
Oh, but
loading as
Light.
well. Oh,
Yeah, that's a bit unfortunate. Very nice attempt by Convecta, but unfortunately his overdrive didn't reach Light, who was up on the bridge there.
yeah, exactly. But yeah, getting back into this, obviously, the first map is Cross, and there is a dramatic change in both these teams. One team is using Thunder arrows, where the other team's using Shaft arrows. We're seeing Crusaders use Scorpion and also Thunder. So it's kind of interesting. I'm wanting to see which team will kind of dominate here. I feel like if you're going to be using Shaft, your Shaft player has to know how to play with it, or else it's kind of useless.
Yeah, I mean, that holds true for most turrets, but especially Shaft, which is more of a specialty type turret. Like, it's very hard to use efficiently, but it's all the more powerful if you do know how to use it properly.
Yeah, exactly. And I mean, it's just so bad there from Carnage. He wasn't paying attention to that overdrive, and Light managed to take it. But anyways, we're gonna be seeing Gladiator pull this flag. He does not have a repair. A really lucky spawn there from loading as well. He does have an OD regardless if needed, but he's gonna be killing him within one shot and getting that return for his team.
So far, some great pushes from both teams. Doesn't seem like too much is happening currently, although we do see the red side has a lot of map control at the moment. Ultim Rock pushing in. Both of them have overdrive, so they might be able to do something if their teammates arrive on time.
Exactly. I feel like both teams are as equally prepared here. We've seen both teams kind of contest for that flag, but um, either one hasn't really got that far into it. I'm interested to see what's going to be happening with these Viking overdrives here. We do see Dissolute have his. I believe the other Viking is Alta, right? Oh no, it's uh Marake. So
Merak? I
Marak,
think you don't
Marak.
pronounce the
Oh
H.
yeah. I said, hey, didn't I? Marak. Wonder where that came from. But anyways, nevertheless, let's see what will be happening. We have Carnage and Gladiator on the left side. If they can kill Marak here, this could be a good potential for him. Looks like Gladiator's going to be going in there alone. Both Hunter and Crusader have their overdrives. Loading is going to go for that OD. He does take it as well. A bit of a waste from Carnage. And MIP is going to be killing that flag carrier in the meanwhile. And Marak's going to be using quite a useless OD. So I feel like both teams made some massive upsets there. So I think it's a W for both of them.
I mean, I like the way you think. It's very positive.
Thank you. I'm in that mood today.
Nice. Glad to hear.
I'm moving like you, zesty and all.
Wow, you didn't have to do me like that.
Yeah, so
Antidote, interesting overdrive. I mean, you figured as long as you can stay alive in the opponent's base, it might be worth it.
yeah, I think just trying to keep control of that use space. He is going to be locking on to loading, which is kind of wise, allowing his left players offenders to trying to push in here. But I feel like both teams are doing a really solid job on defense. I mean, their attack is kind of meh, but this look going to be using here, wiping out two players, getting a third, but loading. Going to be going for that
I mean,
distance kill.
in terms of positioning, he was in prime position to use his overdrive. Like
Yeah.
there was no better position, but regarding his coordination, it was very bad. Like
Are we
none
talking
of his
about
teammates were
antidote
even,
or
huh?
distillate? Which one? Antidote or
Desolate.
distillate? Ah,
Like his teammates were nowhere near him, so his Viking OD couldn't be of any use besides just taking out all the opponents. Like, but there's no
yeah.
one near it to take advantage, so that's what I meant.
Yeah, that's true. And I mean, if you knew that OD was dropping, why use it so early? Now we see Marak managing to take that overdrive. So really good from loading here, kind of assisting his team to take that OD box. I feel like that's not what we're seeing from Sapporo. And actually, if you guys remember, Sapporo and Blinders went the whole way. Oh wait, Sapporo was named Blinders. Sapporo went the whole way in the last major to get top eight, but unfortunately for them, they only got Gladiator um, within, I think, the tiebreaker rounds or something. So, bit interesting to see them come back as a new team. Hopefully, they can do better.
I can only hope so. Yes, I mean it's always a bit sad to see good teams go.
Yeah, it was a fun match to watch. I don't think it was actually streamed the tiebreaker rounds, but I did witness it in a Discord call. But oh, look at that Marak using when none of his team kind of like what Dislet did, but Dislet at least he managed to get some kills. Marak fully wasted that Viking OD, which is a critical one, especially on this map. I feel like both these offenders aren't really talking towards their team and trying to put in that push they deserve. You know,
Pretty much, yes. I mean it was a nice attempt. Overdose box falling as well.
this is good from
MIP,
MIP. Oh, he still does he manage to get it? Yes, he
he
does.
did get
Antidote's
it, just barely.
yeah. And a waste from Antidote if you look at it in that site. But actually, Marat going to be pulling the flag, but really lucky spawn from Dislet hit. There's only one shot, will get taken out, and also an overdrive was used there onto Carnage, I believe it was,
I have no clue in all honesty.
by Convector. I don't know how you pronounce their hunter name.
I think Convecta is how you pronounce it. Anyways,
Convector.
Alta has taken the flag. He's driving. I mean, he's just unbothered. Like nobody's even
Wait,
contesting him.
look at this. Carnage is going to be using, but I
Oh,
feel like it's such a waste. I
yeah, that was.
really saw that coming. Convector, convector, convector. But is it going to be a capture? Watch this. Another OD coming in. This is really good, but Light has his overdrive. But MIP is going to shut that down, and that's going to be the first capture. 1 minute and 40 seconds left on the clock here for Spura to actually make something happen here. And I mean, looking at their overdrives, Carnage doesn't have his. Desolate doesn't really have his either. So it's really up to Light and also Alter to make this game changer happen. But another OD.
Yes, with
Oh,
Antisystem currently in the lead, puts a bit of pressure on Sapporo.
loading is doing a tremendous job, and yet again, Carnage isn't focusing that OD box. Although yes, there was Confecta, I believe, on his right side. Still, at the end of the day, wasn't the wisest bet. We're going to be seeing loading use. Unfortunately for him, he's not going to be getting that kill, but still good defense from the anti-system side on the blue side. So looking like this will be the first round and game. And honestly, I was expecting more from Sapporo. They did really, really well, this team, in the last major. And honestly, I'm kind of ashamed, but I've got to give it to Antisystem. They're doing really well. I want to see who both these teams actually played to get into the 2-1 bracket.
It's while you take a look, we will continue on with the match. It's a nice overdrive once again by loading or antidote. Convecta with a nice defensive overdrive. Actually dealing damage to 2 players right there. That marks the end of the first round already, going
Yeah.
in favor of Antisystem.
Yeah, and it's looking like that Shaft player is coming in wise. I mean, he's not getting a tremendous amount of kills, but he's doing well with it. And I really like what Loading is doing, holding his ground on that top right and really focusing that OD box when needed. For the rest of the team, I mean, they're doing a solid deal, but definitely wise from Alter using his OD on Paladin to pull that first flag and getting that capture within the last 2 minutes for his team. But anyways, we're going to be going into the second round here on Cross. I wonder if we're going to see any changes from the Sapporo side or if they're going to keep it the same loadout. Because honestly, I feel like Antidote wasn't pushing that top right side as much as he could have. I feel like he would have done a bit more for his team if he had that opportunity to. But on the upside for Antisystem, I feel like that shaft would have neutralized that majority of the time.
Yeah, I mean, it really depends on the position, the way you
When
position yourself. Question
you
in the
say it like
chat.
that, when you say it like that, it's kind of sus. But yeah, go for the question in chat, bro.
All right, someone in the chat is asking, how can someone with such a low rank play? Um, I mean, that's pretty simple. In sports mode, like no matter what tier your equipment is, it just gets boosted to MK7.
Yeah,
So you can have the lowest tier equipment and it will still do the exact same damage. You'll be the exact same speed, so it won't matter like what your rank is when playing sports mode. It's probably an
exactly.
alt account of an esports player.
Yeah, I mean, we've seen lots of players go on ults, probably gladiators on an ult as well. But anyways, this is looking good right now for Sapporo. They managed to take that first OD box, and yeah, going back to what I was saying before, the both these teams looking like they had fairly good games to get into this 2-1 bracket. I feel like whoever does win this in the end of the day, it will be a lot harder for them. For Sapporo, they went up against what was their first team? Up against Prad, I believe it was. And honestly, the game went to 2-1 for Sapporo. And looking at the players on Prad, I feel like Sapporo's just fell off. If this was like just an unfortunate match for them, or if they were trying their hardest, because I don't know, you shouldn't be losing to players like this. But hey, they could be old accounts in the end of the day.
Yeah, that's true. I mean, what you're saying is true, but on the other hand, like it also depends on compatibility. Like,
Yeah,
I mean, it's not too big of a factor in this game or in esports in general, I think, but it still holds true. Like some teams play very differently or very weirdly, which can um yeah, put you in an advantageous or disadvantageous position depending on who your opponent is.
exactly. And whilst we talk about advantages, looking like MIP, nice shot on him, but still, I believe Antidote took that first OD box, which fell from Sky after the self. Dissolute didn't use. Gladiator's going to be pulling this flag, but he's got 3 players on him, and he does lose it. Yeah, I mean, so far in the second round, it's looking good. Antidote had a good start in the beginning. He took that forest side on the right side. He's going to be using on MIP. Not too sure if that was the wisest bet. Antidote and Light were both there. He didn't have any supplies, but regardless, they've got that right control now. This might be an opener for Dissolute to be using here, but he's got to watch out for Confet because he does have his Hunter OD, but he does get locked on by Antidote. This is some good talks.
Carnage
And
with the nice overdrive. Desolate as well
yeah,
to add on top.
yeah,
Oh,
but
but
that
he got
OD
taken out.
was
Oh.
not the greatest. I mean, it definitely helped him heal, but I feel like maybe if you went for mid, he could have done a bit of damage towards the players. Excuse me, that stutter came in.
Do you mean that he was too close to his teammates?
Yeah, I feel
Yeah.
like I don't know, the positioning wasn't the best in my opinion, but they tried and they lost. So
I mean, it was a nice attempt, but like you said, Also, I'm not entirely sure if that was the best move to use it on only one player when you're surrounded by
Yeah.
enemies.
Yeah. He's coming in way too hot, knowing that there's players going to be focusing him. But in the end of the day, he does take that OD box, which has fallen. So good. I guess it's good work from him. He managed to get back what he lost. He is no repair. He's going to be pushing in here. Maybe it's just wise to self as Maraki is pulling this flag. Alter is no repair. Is going to be using his OD. MIP is going to be using as well. He does drop off to Alter here. They got to watch out for Carnage. This is going to be the first capture. He does get locked on, but regardless of that, the first capture, lovely plays from him, and that's what we've got to be seeing. More communication, more users of overdrives all together. And as you can see now, only Loading is the only player with his overdrive in the map. I mean, that
Desolate
was
as
just
well.
uh oh no, I'm talking about Antisystem, how they just all
Ah, right,
used
right.
together. But yeah, I mean, now it's really up to Sapporo to be using those ODs when they are on a shortage. But I mean, they got to watch out for Loading in the mean run because he has his Crusader.
American MIP trying to go for yet another push. Merrick decides to go
Mm,
for Antidote instead, which seems to be a wise decision. He doesn't want to have anyone stabbing him in the back when he comes back with the flag. So rather be
yeah,
safe than sorry. Just in pretty much any case, it's pretty much always better to just clear out your own base before going for an offensive push.
exactly. Talk about offensive. Look at this from Antidote. Oh, lovely plays from him. He's going to be stopping those players from taking this OD box and getting it back. So close to dying there from Loading and Convect, but still makes it out alive, taking that OD box, but after dying. Desolate here on the right side. I feel like if he uses earlier, he could easily swoop in. Gladiator on the left side does have his Paladin. They just got to work together, and really, when they're all within their base, just use on them and make it a really good push out of it. But it looks like that's not what's occurring from this. I mean, they're just they've got control, but they've just not got that communication on when is best to use, I guess.
I mean, I think that comes more with experience.
Yeah, true. But you would
Like
have
if you
thought.
train a lot and if you just play a lot, like in general, you'll get more of a feeling, like a sense for when to use your overdrive. I don't think it's much of a conscious decision.
No, I agree with you, but you would have thought for like nearly getting top eight, that kind of comes easy, right? And they're playing against a team which, yeah, they're not bad, but I mean, they're they're not the best in the world
Not
at the same time.
comparable, you mean?
Yeah, exactly. But I mean, I feel like I'm underestimating Antisystem at this point in time because they are playing well. They're playing really good, and
I
they
mean,
got
they're
my
winning.
vote. Yeah,
They won
exactly.
the first round and they're winning the second, to be
Yeah,
honest. So.
you're right. You're right. But I mean, just in general, they got my vote. In the beginning, I was actually more on Sapporo's side, just knowing the players in hand. But let's see what will happen now. Carnage gonna die here. That OD box is dropping. Um, Looking like MIP is gonna get locked on. Does get taken out, but Marak is gonna be taking this OD, and this is really good for Anti-System.
So Gladiator pushing in. I mean, it doesn't hurt in this case. Oh, I was gonna say that, but Maroc pulling the flag.
Yeah,
Convecta.
Gladiator is
Go
only
for.
one shot, and yeah,
Ooh, that
this
was way
is.
too close. A
But
good thing Convecta was paying attention.
But at the same time, this is so well played from Anti-System. Um, and yeah, I don't know. Desolate and Gladiators still with their overdrives. They've had it for a total of like 5 minutes or something now. So I don't know what they're waiting for, but Christmas isn't coming early, so got to be using them soon. Right, gonna be wiping a couple players out here. Does take out one. Desolate really moving away from this. Look at this loading. Ooh, MIP gonna be using, but loading doesn't quite make it there in time to get that flag, and light neutralizes that OD box from MIP.
Yep, that's what happened.
Thanks. Ooh,
Ooh, nice
finally.
overdrive by Carnage.
Yeah, but
Ooh.
what was Desolate waiting for? He's got to
That's
push in
it.
now.
Well, his overdrive still
It's
active. Oh, bit of
no.
misdriving. Gladiator using as well, trying to save the flag, but he drives into Morocco, and
What
that's going to be the
the?
end of him.
Yeah, I don't know what is happening. These players are waffling at the minute. That OD box is on the ground. Antidote does take. Is what? Why? Okay, I guess they just got to reform within the second map, and that map is going to be after 2 minutes. Uh, do you know? It's going to
Quickly.
be
Oh, yeah,
sandbox.
yep, yep.
So
I was just
yeah,
about to say it. Thank you very much, Chuck.
you're welcome. You're welcome. I told you I'd carry. But Gladiator, oh, we missed it. Gladiator pulling his flag. This might be the first capture. Dropping off to Dislet. Dislet doing a bit of self damage. Once again, driving into the wall. They do take out MIP just before Dislet does get swooped into that kill. But, anyways, they managed to capture. They're only one flag down to getting a tie in this round. But hopefully for them, for their sake, they do manage to capture 2 more flags in under a minute and 40 seconds because that's what they really need. Because Sandbox is going to be similar to Cross. It's basically even. Marak is pulling this flag here, does get taken out from Antidote. So it's looking like a bright game for them right now. But with a minute to go, I'm not too sure how long that light is going to last.
I see what you did there.
Yeah, I was really thinking about it. That's why I was slowing down. Yeah.
Good one, good one.
Watching too much TS now. But anyways, that OD box is dropping here. And it's going to be the last one as well. Looking like Dislet taking the longer way. Marak is chasing him right now. Confet has his OD. MIP doesn't quite yet. And lovely work from them. But loading users as well. A bit of miscommunication. But hey, what's up? I mean, it doesn't matter for them. They're currently in the lead. And I feel like,
We're gonna just ignore what happened to loading, yes. I'm
yeah.
not gonna
I
mention
mean,
it
he
anymore,
used and flipped, right?
yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, thank you.
Yeah. You're welcome,
Yeah.
Lone. Anyways,
Poor
and
guy.
for Poggers. Yeah, this is
Nice
not.
attempt coming in, but no overdrive, so I don't think they will get away. Antidote have a decent overdrive, but as long as that's the only one, they're not gonna get out of the anti-system space.
Exactly. And looking like Antisystem got a W within 2 rounds here. Going to be taking it over in Sandbox. If they win yet another round, then it's going to be game over for Sapporo. And they're going to be going into the 2-2 bracket, facing up against multiple other teams, which they have a chance to get back a couple RMR points. But yeah, by the way, if you don't understand how the Swiss stage quite works, normally there's a group stage in front of this, but there wasn't enough teams to register. So, anyways, players get put up all together in the 0-0 bracket, and they got to fight their way to win Impulse in the 4-0 bracket, which currently the teams stand are Diamonds, Team Pointers, 7 Stars, and Bloodline. But if you don't manage to win Impulse, then your teams are fighting for RMR points to finally be used in the champion stage, where you either win paints such as like 7, Gladiator, Star, Bronze, Silver, and Champion, or some cash money and 10 coins, right? I think I summarized it fairly simply. I don't know. Kai, help me.
Yes.
Alright, nice.
By the way,
You weren't
off
listening.
topic. No, I was not listening. That's why I just said yes. I just heard
Alright,
the latter part of your question.
thank you.
Off topic question. What do you guys think of the new overlay? Let us know in the chat. Do you like it? Do you not like it? Also,
Like it.
someone was asking for background music. Unfortunately, we will not be doing that considering some people might not like it. And if you would like some background music, you can simply turn it on yourself, since we cannot turn it off for specific people. If you get what I'm saying.
You know what I'm saying? But yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, it
All right.
sucks.
Thank you, John.
Jan?
Yeah, he's in the chat. At least someone likes it.
Oh, Jan. Oh no.
So, nah, that guy. Nah, what's he
Nah.
doing here?
Get lost. Go back to your TKV. Um,
He could have been commentating with us, but instead he just chooses to lurk in chat.
yeah, it's kind of a fruity move. I can't lie, but it is what it is.
I guess he
And
just likes watching, eh?
yeah, yeah, yeah.
Oh well.
Check your DMs. But yeah,
Yes, thank you, Jack. Yeah, yeah, that's also very true. All right. We'll still be waiting for the next link. We just received it. Heading into Sandbox. We do have to see more of a hectic battle here. A lot more flags captured because this is one of the main maps where a lot of flags are captured because of its short range and how easy tide can shift.
yeah, exactly. I mean, it's kind of similar to Cross, where it's even Stevens on both sides, right? Um, so I don't know. I feel like from watching the previous rounds, it was easily seen that Antisystem was making full use of those 10 minutes in each round. But Sapporo started playing well in the end of the game, managing to get their first capture. But I mean, it wasn't enough, really, was it?
It wasn't. Question: Are you able to load in the map?
Yep.
Perfect. I guess I gotta refresh
Waiting.
that.
Yeah. Me and Johnny Boy are here, waiting for you. But
We also got some Holy Man fans in the chat, namely GGW.
and has been brought up on the stream chat multiple times before. Not too sure why. Um,
I mean, he's just a good player in general, so that's probably why. I mean, maybe the way he plays is just interesting.
maybe you're a fan.
Could be. Who knows?
Yeah, maybe. Just maybe. Anyways, currently waiting for the players to reset. Are you on the map, Kai, or
Yeah, I'm
you're on?
ready.
Uh, so let's get right into the game.
Into the new. Oh, okay.
You ruined it. We're probably gonna
Sorry.
get sued now.
I mean, we didn't finish the sentence, so it should be fine. I mean, it's
That
not
is
like he
it.
copyrighted a phrase. Come on.
I mean, I swear there's some people which have copyrighted some stuff like Rumble or whatever it is.
As in, let's get ready to.
Yeah, yeah,
Ah, that's just
yeah.
weird.
I'm pretty sure it is, but I mean, I don't
What's
know.
next? You can't sing Happy Birthday anymore either.
Yeah, hopefully. I don't like it.
Yeah,
I
me
felt
neither.
awkward when it happened. You're just there like, I wish I could sing along, but I don't know.
Yeah, I guess it's
Anyways,
mostly for people that just like being in the limelight.
yeah, we're introverts. We talked about this before, didn't we? Anyways, let's
Yeah,
get back into the game.
yeah. Let's not talk about let's
we're,
not
we're
talk about
talking
this
too
now.
personal. Yeah. So, anyways, Sandbox, what do you reckon's gonna happen? Obviously, Anti-System is up 2-0. They had a good solid 2 rounds on Cross. Um, and yeah, what's your thoughts on what's gonna be occurring within this round? Feel like it's gonna be a win or
One team is probably gonna win. Might be a
oh
tie.
that
I don't know.
that yeah, appreciate
I
that.
mean, you asked what was gonna happen in the round.
You
Like,
know, your
I just gave a
insights
very
are
general
beyond.
prediction.
Yeah, I
Like
feel like it's
that way, I
maybe
can't be wrong.
too general. Yeah, but hey,
But
you are
at least
Kai.
I'm right.
Yeah,
Like,
yeah, true. Or there's server lag and crash. And anyways, but Marak gonna be taking that OD box for anti-system there. Um, let's see what will happen with this OD. And I think Shaft's gonna be played by both teams on Crusader here. We're seeing it getting brought back into this map. I believe some teams were using Scorpion for a short while. Some teams still do. Some teams use Railgun. and others use shaft. But I mean, like I said before, if you got qualified shaft players, why not just abuse it? Use it to abuse it.
Yeah, I don't think that's a great catchphrase to be honest, but all
No,
right.
it's great. What are you on about?
Right,
Anyways,
right. As long as the context is right.
in game, yeah,
Yes, yes, yes,
overdrives, yeah.
yes.
But yeah, yeah. Anyways, first
Back to
round,
the
Samba.
topic.
Yeah, exactly. Mac still
Earlier
has
you were
him.
asking for my prediction. Honestly, I'm just gonna hop on the bandwagon and just go out and say anti-system. They've been playing amazing the last two rounds, and I do think they might do it once again.
Mate, you're just saying that because they're getting spawn killed. What's their team name? Sapporo for like a minute or so. But I
No,
understand.
no, it's
No,
only
you were
because of the
scared
last.
earlier.
Scared
It's
of what?
fine. Answering wrong, but it's cool, bro. I understand.
No.
O-
Okay.
OD loading, managing to take it. That's going to be two ODs in favor of.
Maroc using his
Yeah.
overdrive, and not much
th-
targets to use it on. So far, you could only get a
oh,
single kill.
yeah,
A
but
second one.
Gladiator stopped that flag pull there. And is he gonna be able to pick up the flag? He does. And this is gonna be a pull, but it's taken a lot of damage. Antidote gonna be putting AP status effect on two other players. Loading, gonna be using as well. Alter. Oh, lovely. Just in time. And this is gonna be the first capture. If he can get out the light of Carnage. But lucky spawn here from Confect.
Perfect.
And he does have his OD, but no
He
need to
doesn't
use it.
use it. Yeah. I mean,
Well
that's a good
played.
job by him. Like, not gonna lie, I probably would have panicked and just used it anyways.
Even if he did use it, I feel like it would have been fine. But since his whole team was there, I mean, it doesn't hurt not to use it and save it for another time. Either one would have worked out in my eyes, honestly.
Yeah, that's
But
true. I mean, a good thing it did work out, to be honest. Like, at first I thought, like, it was completely cancelled because of a nice move by Gladiator. But, good thing Morocco's still alive.
yeah, exactly. I believe the overdrive box will be dropping soon as well. Um, they're So I got a phone call there. But yeah, anyways, like gonna be taken out within Morocco's base there. And another flagpole here coming from Confect, but Gladiator once again and Confect. Will he be able to run away from him? And he does. Antidote here with his shaft. Carnage is gonna be using. Will it be a flag capture just beforehand? But it's dealing a lot of damage to Alter. Mrak is just there. And another OD here coming in from loading to save the day for his team, making it a 2-0 current score for Antisystem.
Honestly, I feel like loading didn't have to use his overdrive there, but honestly, it's good. Like, it's definitely worth it for a capture just to have some security.
Yeah,
Like I
exactly.
said,
I
they
mean,
could have gotten away without using it, but it's good
yeah,
he did.
yeah, true, exactly. Um, But it's just great from Antisystem right now. I feel like the only issue they currently have is they easily can pull, but it's once they kind of pull into their base, they don't have full control of that left side to easily get the capture. But I mean, so far it's been working out for them, so I'm not gonna trash talk it's too bad because obviously we can see more than what they can, right?
Exactly. I mean, it's easy to talk when you're not actually playing.
Exactly. Both Crusaders are going to be using as well. Antidote does manage to take out MIP, but MIP managing to force repairs on a couple players within the base of Sapporo. MIP just missing that shot on Gladiator, just by an inch there, but Gladiator will get taken out by Convect. And honestly, Antisystem is doing surprisingly well. I mean, like I said before, I wasn't actually predicting this team to do as well against Sapporo, but I'm not too sure what's kind of occurring from Sapporo. Is it their call? Is it just miscommunication? Or they just having a bad game? Or these kind of stuff do come across, but coming across right now is Confect pulling this flag once again for his team. Third time in a row here. And this is going to be yet another capture. Such a lovely OD usage from loading there. Confect in perfect positioning, and the rest of the team doing their deal to kind of get that capture there. And Murat going to be using here on the left side, taking out two players with MIP, and this might actually be yet another pull. Antidote isn't scoping on their flag. He does now. He does take out that flag carrier, and that's what we need to see more from Antidote. And what are these gifts?
Yeah,
Kai,
just ignore them.
explain.
I don't wanna light pulling the flag doesn't get very far. Gladiator does backup, gets taken out as well. Great defense by Antisystem. Not only do they attack well, they defend just as well.
Exactly. Ooh, MIP trying to scope in there onto Gladiator, making him no repair, but not going to be working out. Light, lovely OD there, but I don't think it's going to be stopping MIP getting a saucy little rank up. Doesn't stop uh, Dissolute, sorry, and also Gladiator, but Marak will be getting both those kills and selfing there. Once again, another nice defense there. Um, Honestly, I don't know if I really like the left side of Antisystem. I mean, they've never really had control of it, but I mean, they're doing good in defense. MIP is really more staying within his base,
He
and
ranked up as well.
yeah, he did. But I mean, they've not got that full left side control as of now, and this is what Carnage can kind of abuse. I mean, we've seen an OD coming in from Gladiator just now, and also previously Carnage using his OD, but MIP is still alive, scoping on Gladiator and takes out that flag carrier. Light is going to be using here, going to be stopping and System from pulling yet another OD, but 3 minutes to go. I'm not too sure how likely this will be for Carnage to upheld their win.
Yeah, I mean, time is drawing, is ticking. Yeah, time is ticking. Had to think for a second there. Time is ticking. Don't have a lot of time left. I don't think it's even possible for them to still make a comeback during this round. I mean, they might still be able to capture one flag if they play their cards right, but not being eliminated during this round, I think, is not possible anymore.
Yeah, exactly. And Alter gonna be taking that OD box with such an ease is really gonna. I mean, this is a downgrade here from the Sapporo. I know, allowing Alter to use and pull just like that. Antidote holding that right side, his right side, and not really holding focus within their own flag, and that's going to be the fourth capture. Really telling everyone in esports like what Antisystem are capable of and willing to do to get some couple wins here. But
Pretty much, yes.
I rate Antisystem now, and I'm looking forward to seeing what they're likely of doing. Oh, MIP pulling yet another flag. Alters there. First actual pull here coming in from Gladiator as well, and this is gonna be a standoff. First standoff of today. And honestly, if I speak my thoughts, I feel like probably Antisystem will be able to get a return here. Confect
He
does
just
get that
drives right
return.
past Desolate and
Yeah,
gets the return. It's so
just
easy for him.
yeah, I don't know.
One thing I'd like to ask you, Jack.
Go
I
ahead.
mean, this is sort of an upset. Like, you didn't expect Anti-System to win,
No,
especially not like this. What do you
no.
think was the main cause of this? Was Sapporo just not playing as usual, or was Anti-System just playing really well?
Honestly, I feel like Sapporo lacked their ODs, like communications and whatnot. They had so many opportunities. Their players were holding their ODs for too much time when their opponents didn't have any overdrive. Especially we saw that on cross. We're seeing the pull happen here right now from Sapporo. And I mean, it's just little things like that. He could have dropped earlier for Gladiator and kind of used him as a meat shield, but it's just I feel like maybe they're not as as
Focused.
focused and kind of have that kind of skill group I expected them to have. I mean, for anti-system, they're playing well, they're pulling flags so easily, so obviously their communication's working, and they're using overdrives when needed to. I mean, we saw Antidote use multiple ODs in scenarios where he didn't really need to, and I feel like I'm just bringing that name out of the bag, but that's for everyone on the Carnage team. I really couldn't stress enough. I mean, overdrives do make a tremendous change within this format, and especially when you're playing on easy maps like Cross and Sandbox, because there's nothing really changing from the other maps. I mean, there's high bases, lower bases, and so on. I mean, these maps are as open as a book as you can get to know.
Exactly, and if you want to pull a flag, then you definitely need overdrives. I mean, it's
Yeah.
pretty much impossible unless the opponents mess up big time to pull without using overdrive. So
Yep, exactly. So I mean, in the end of the day, I feel like Sapporo probably gonna go back, watch this, and see what's happened, and hopefully for their sake, in the 2-2 group, they have an easier team or even a harder team, and fix up their mistakes, like I said, and win their next round. But for Ange system, obviously they're gonna be going up against a couple harder teams now, so I hope we do stream their game because it'd be intriguing to see the difference uh in this game compared to other ones because they've only played Rubies and Angel Guardians. Both those teams are fairly easy, in my opinion.
right, I mean, I agree with you. Like, we should definitely stream Antisystem more, especially against harder opponents, just to see what their journey will look like, whether they'll be able to
Exactly.
advance further or whether this will be their peak.
Exactly. But I mean, for Sapporo, looking back at their games, they've really had some easy teams here, and they've gone 2-1 wise on both of them, which is kind of weird. I mean, like I said before, they played Prad and they played Dominance. Dominance have been playing for a long time, so I would have expected them to be playing better by now. But on the other hand, like Sapporo, I'm sure they're better than this, and I don't know if they're just having a bad day or they're just not communicating as expected.
Right, or maybe they're not training. Like, one
Yeah,
thing that does
that's
teams in
yeah,
a lot as well is teams simply give up on training. The moment you stop training is when you lose coordination. You don't communicate
yeah,
properly anymore because you're not used to it anymore. So
yeah, exactly.
definitely advice to all the teams, please keep training if you want to go further into the tournament.
Yeah, exactly. But anyways, with that being said, guys, we hope you enjoyed the next stream. I don't think there's going to be any commentators, but regardless, if you're looking forward to seeing which team will be the next winners, go check it out, and we'll see you all later. Peace.
Exactly. Thanks so much for watching, guys. Thank you, Jack. Thank you, John. And we'll see you in the next one.